He was seeing, and this is again going back to American Gangster, this is the American part about it. He was seeing what was going on with these soldiers. He's looking at dope fiends in the street in America, and then seeing how the soldiers were coming back, talking about the most powerful heroin was over there. So he put two and two together. Frank Lucas basically ran Harlem in the 70s. He was the most notorious gangster in the history of America. He's a force of nature.
Our mandate is to make major arrests.
In those days, there's a lot of bad cops who were on the take. Richie Roberts' private life was all shot to hell, but he was ultimately honest and believed in what he was doing.
I noticed you found $1 million in unmarked cash, and you gave that back.
Yeah, I did. Anybody got a problem with that?
The most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, family.
Whose house is that, Frank?
That is your house, Mama.
Mine!
Never forgetting where we came from. See, you are what you are in this world. Either you're somebody or you ain't nobody. Be right back.
Frank Lucas was all about a certain elegant power that he had over everybody in this gangster world.
Django. Oh, man, what you gonna do?
That's pretty good, but that's why we go to court, isn't it, Richie? Because I got witnesses, too. I got celebrities, I got sports figures, I got Harlem, Richie. I took care of Harlem, so Harlem's gonna take care of me.
Direct from a source in Southeast Asia, and he's been doing so on a regular basis since 1969.
No black man has accomplished what the American Mafia hasn't in 100 years.
When he was on top of his game, he ran everything from river to river.
Why would you trust these people?
It works for me now.
The investigation is not fine police work. He's just flying by the seat of his pants. Frank Lucas is the most dangerous man walking the streets of our city.
They tried to kill my wife!
It's going to be edgy, it's going to be rough.
It's a very dark world. No one gets tied up with a little bow.
The objective is to get these two roles to collide.
Bribery, extortion, murder.
It don't mean nothing to me for you to show up tomorrow morning with your head blown off.
Get in line.
Would you get it into the States?
You ain't got to worry about that.
Who do you work for in there?
You ain't got to worry about that either.
Who are you really?
Frank Lucas says it right there in my passport.
I mean, who you represent.
Me.
You think you're going to take 100 kilos of heroin into the U.S. and you don't work for anyone? Someone is going to allow that?
That's right.
After this first purchase, if you're not killed by Marseille importers or their people in the States, then what?
Then there'll be more, much more, I guarantee it. And if it's all the same to you, I don't have to drag my ass up here no more.
Of course not.
My man. So, brother, huh?
So, brother.
It was interesting to shoot that last because that really took the movie all the way home for me. I was like, this guy came all the way over here by himself. And he actually just hung around for 2 months trying to make connections. He didn't have a connection. He went over there for 2 months and then had the guts to buy the stuff, walk from Thailand across to Vietnam. Frank came along at a time, or the time was right for him. He was ready at a time when the French Connection heroin, quote unquote, had dried up. And as the story tells us, he took the bold choice of going to Thailand, going to Vietnam, and finding his own source. In those days, as the story is told, the heroin was sold for $50,000, $60,000 a kilo at 50% purity, 60% pure. He found it 100% pure for $4,200 a kilo. It was sold on the street at about 2% pure. So you can do the math. He made an incredible amount of money at one